Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by Too Sharp, Denzel Bentley. Denzel, how are you ahead of this big fight for yourself on Saturday?
I'm all good, man. I'm happy. I'm in a good place, and I can't wait for Saturday.
Definitely, mate. When we were last at York Hall, I remember asking you when you were next out, and you said soon. And literally on the broadcast, I was on Twitter, and I said, turn around to you, and I said, Denzel, that's a good fight. Talk to me about this fight with Danny Dignum.
Oh, it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. It's a fight I wanted. It's a fight, I'm ready to go into. And people call it a comeback fight, but it's not a comeback fight. This is a real fight, man. I mean, I could have had this fight even if I won my last fight. So, I'm excited.
Definitely, I think Dev was trying to stir the pot with the old sparring stories as well. But kind of, it's fair to say you know a lot about Danny Dignum, but Danny Dignum knows a lot about you going into Saturday.
Yeah, like you said, we know a lot about each other, and we share the ring loads of times. But we've all been at different parts of camp or different parts of training when we sparred each other. Now on Saturday we both be at our peak, so I reckon you guys will get a good fight.
Definitely as well, and obviously you are coming off that loss to Nathan Heaney as well. It seemed like at the press conference that you've kind of done a bit of reflection from that fight. How have you kind of looked at that fight going into this one?
It's just life, innit? Different situations, different circumstances. It's like sometimes you wake up and, like they say, you woke up on one side of the bed, you're not in that mood, and then other days you wake up and you're on the better side of the bed. So it just is what it is. That night just wasn't my night. I weren't there mentally. Coming the last 4 weeks of that camp to the fight, I was just going through the motions until the date came. But now I'm in a different place. I always put in the work, but mentally I'm switched on. I'm focused and I'm ready to go.
Definitely, and I feel like people forget from that fight it wasn't wide. I think it was a split decision. I think it was a majority decision. I think from that night.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. It was a majority decision. But listen, at the end of the day, I lost in it. No one remembers the scorecard or how you won or how you lost. It's just winning or losing. That's what people remember.
Definitely as well. I want to talk about obviously the middleweight division kind of in general. Obviously you've already fought for the world title. Obviously Danny fought Janabek as well for the interim title as well. But a win on Saturday where kind of the middleweight division, it's fair to say it's not as its strongest. The triple Gs are gone, obviously. Opportunities are coming thick and fast. But a win on Saturday unlocks a massive fight for yourself after this. Yeah,
you could say that. But listen, Saturday's the focus because you don't want to get too excited about what's ahead of you when you still got food in your plate to finish. So I'm just focused on Saturday, and wherever this one takes me after that, I'll be happy with, as long as it takes me forward.
Definitely, as well. And what's it like being back at York Hall? Remember, obviously, your British title defence against Marcus Morrison. That was my first fight there as well. But kind of, what's it like boxing there?
It's good, man. It's an iconic venue, and I know he's from around Essex way, so he'll sell a lot of tickets. I sell a lot of tickets. I'm from London, so listen, it's going to be rocking. York Hall's going to be rocking, man, and it's going to be a good atmosphere, and I can't wait for it, man.
Definitely, and I'm looking forward to it. My final one was obviously well documented. You train at the Peacock as well. Obviously, a lot of massive fighters down there. I was speaking to Chris Bourke about this ahead of his British title fight. Kind of, what is it like training at the Peacock? Obviously, it seems like a big family down there.
Brutal, man, because the training is always hard, but you always enjoy it. You always have fun. You always, you enjoy being there in that space. You're putting in the work. Everyone around you is putting in the work. Everyone wants to be champions. Everyone's got good aspirations. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, we're just a big family out there. So we all come out and support each other. We all, help each other when needed, and we basically do each other's camps. Do you know what I mean? There's no one left on their own. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to do something in this camp, we're all doing it with you. Let's go. So it's good, man. It's good motivation, and it's good to be around such a good bunch of people.
Definitely as well. When you're all getting big fights, it shows that the gym's being successful. Denzel Bentley was my final one. Thank you very much, and best of luck Saturday. Cheers, bro.